What does he do? How does he come out of this? 25 HP. Oh my god. 0 builds. Clears it out with the RPG. No, he does not. Oh, he does. He's too good. Oh my god. MrSavage. I'm gonna start. Okay, so today we're gonna be VOD reviewing MrSavage. Here, let's switch over. He had some really good placements. He had a really good first game. Mind you, in the solo cash cup, in order to succeed, you don't need a crazy high kill first game. That's the misconception that a lot of people seem to have. Everybody tries to go in like a huge WP game the first game, because you have to realize that now, because of the placement and everything, it's 30 points for a win and 1 point per kill. So unless you're going to drop like a 30 bomb, there's no point in W King super hard. Obviously you want to get a few kills, but MrSavage won the entire tournament with only getting 6 kill win first. His consistency was perfect. This right here is a perfect solo cash cup. He literally didn't last one single time. His worst placement was 11th place. Think about that. 11th place. That's insane. MrSavage, he obviously is doing something right. So let's jump into his third game. You want to be on this edge of 4th zone every single time. Notice how, since this lobby is full of really good players, they all know to be on the edge. That's what you want to be at. You don't want to be in the center of 4th zone because you're not going to pull it. You want to be on the edge. And even if it pulls really far, he has the ability to make the call either, hey, I'm going to go through the middle, left, or right. It goes left. That's the most congested side. But thankfully, hold on. Let me go back. A lot of guys didn't catch that because I was talking. About to close. There's 5 seconds left in it. He knows. He's waiting. He's looking to see where zone is going to pull because he needs to figure out a like rotation like that. The second zone pulls. He looks at zone. He marks it, and he looks around, surveys the area. Okay. You have to make sure that you rotate early, and you plan it out. You're gonna fumble through your rotate unless you get lucky. So he looks around. He looks at the surroundings. He knows that he has to go this way. That's the easiest path. He's not going to run right. So he edits, covers his back. That's important. Using natural cover, I like that. He sees Frey. He does, if he shoots at him, he does not shoot him. Don't shoot at somebody that you don't want them to shoot back at you, right? If he didn't, like, beam Frey was just going to beam him back. It was going to create a really bad situation for him. He's going to get held. He's going to have to use a lot more mats. Whereas if he just lets this guy go, he lets him just go, be by himself, and MrSavage, see how free this rotate is? He's had to use like 2 builds this entire rotate. He gets in, he's almost in now, making sure to build with hards. That's one thing you have to be like not frugal. He shoots him there just because it's a free shot. And right here, this is so smart. I saw this clip on Twitter. Right here, he has pretty good mats, right? 500 builds. But he could use more. So this is what separates Savage between like tier 1 players to like, you know, just a pro. Instead of him just boxing up and playing this thing safely for endgame, he does an all or nothing play. Now, these all or nothing plays are really important in success. So essentially what he does is he just waits here to see them go through the same ratio that he did. He's not completely in zone yet. But he's just going to look for a pick along the way so he can get a refresh. Because he's not going to be able to make it through endgame with only 50 builds. This guy coming up. He sees him get tagged a little bit. Or at least he thinks he might have gotten tagged a little bit. He sees him build. This right here, this is free. This is free. You can see MrSavage already, his crosshair is moving straight to this guy's head. He drops in 107 pump. And just starts applying pressure. Right here. Notice he covers his sides and everything, covers everything, make sure that he does not get sprayed at. A lot of you guys that are playing solos and stuff, you'll drop down, go for something like that, which is the right play, but you have to cover yourself. You have to cover yourself. You can't not cover yourself and then be like, oh, why are they third partying? You have to cover yourself. So you make sure to do that, takes the wall, and cleans him out really quickly. That was so smart, so smart. Perfect play by MrSavage. And now look at his mats. Literally max mats. He went from 0 mats to capped, and he got shields and everything. Okay. Right here, he sees that if he goes forward, he's going to get sprayed. So he would go up, right? Yeah. The play is to go up. Whenever you're getting sprayed at by somebody on your lair, just go up. Or go down. But usually go up. Make sure you cover yourself up. Relocation. Good relocation. Okay. He's not. Is he in? I don't think he's in. He's not in zone yet. And these are a lot of enemy builds. This is not exactly the best situation. I don't know if this is the right place to box up at. Although, since this is such a congested area, everybody is everywhere. He has no idea who is where. So if he boxes up, say like on a wall or something, and it turns out to be somebody's wall and they edit on him and kill him. Okay, this is smart. This is smart. You don't really want to be on low ground for most of the time, but I think right here he kind of has to. Oh, he goes for this fight. This wasn't really a necessary fight, but he won it. He didn't need this at all, but this is a really nice refresh that he got. Oh, that's huge. Harpoons win games. Just keep that in mind. I'm just going to tell you that now. Harpoons win games. Alright, let's see what he does. He has a full tarp. He knows he has a lot of mats, and he also knows that he can just go back and get it. So he starts the tarp a little bit for himself. The play would just be go around right. Yeah, he's just going to go around right. Hug the zone. He goes up. Really good layering on MrSavage. MrSavage is really good at this. Perfect layering. Look how there's nobody else in his lair except for this guy. He's probably going to drop or go up in a second. Yeah, he goes back. That's smart. That's very smart. He goes back to these builds because they are already developed. If he starts healing there, it's still weak because he just built it. But back here, it's not fully developed, so he's able to go back and heal. That is smart. Alright. Now he's done healing. A little bit of delay. We'll see in a second. Okay. He goes ahead. Still using a lot of mats here. Don't be afraid to use mats when you have a lot of it. Because if you're able to have a lot... Oh, that was close. That was really good, though. I don't think he knew that guy was in there. That could have been bad. Alright. Oh, he's got a spaz. Okay, that's huge. Pops the minis. Okay. Right here, he needs to get ahead. In solos, 100% of the time you want to be ahead. Because look, when you're ahead, see all the options and layers he has. All the options and layers. Whereas, I don't know, does it let me do this? Yeah. Whereas, if you're back there, look at this. Look at the pure chaos up here. All these people, they're struggling. Huge fights. Look at what's happening here. Whereas MrSavage, he's able to handpick where he wants to go. Ideally, this layer right here, the layer that he's on right now, that's probably where he wants to be. Let's see what he does. Actively looking for picks. That is huge. He doesn't need picks. He still has 300 builds, but he goes for it. He actively looks for picks. And that's why he's able to get this. Most people do not do this. Actively looking for picks. Most people would just be sitting in their box looking at the back of zone, AR kills maybe. This guy, he goes for aggressive plays. Look at that. And he does them so well. Perfect layering once again. And now it's his time. He realizes it is 7th zone. Game's about to end soon. He needs to figure out a play that's going to win him the game. He looks up for height. He checks to see if it's able to be gotten. I don't know how that happened. The replay skipped, but this guy fell in his box. And that's alright, I don't know how that one happened, but here, because he got a full refresh, he's able to do a full tarp. Most people don't do full tarps, but the thing is that when you full tarp, you get yourself so many more chances for eliminations. Like, he's playing this perfectly, just so you guys know. Constantly looking for picks. That is huge. It pulls back. And because he's been so aggressive, the entire layer is cleared. However, Scully, little controller player, he's going to sneak up, hits him for a lot. MrSavage doesn't engage in that. Some idiots, like you guys, are going to edit this and go for another shot. That's not smart. I know he's low, but you can't just go for that. They both decide to disengage, which is the right play. He gets ahead. Now realizes he only has 25 builds. That's not enough to go for height, and height is applying pressure, but I think he's out of AR on height. I might be wrong, but I think height is out of AR, because they should be spraying him. Yeah, there you go. So height was shambles. I think he was out of mats, ammo, all that. He dropped down. MrSavage knew that. He heard that he dropped down, heard harpoon and stuff. Oh wait, yeah. I don't know if he goes for it yet. Okay, he has a really nice pick on Scully right here. Goes back in zone. Shotgun upgrade. Oh, I guess they didn't drop down. Okay, my bad. But I still think height is shambles on AR. He's not spraying. Nice. Once again, actively looking for picks. That's huge. Picks don't have to be kills, by the way. Just stuff you can harpoon counts as a pick. Yeah, look at that. And look at that huge map refresh. He went from like 20 builds to 67. And now that he has a lot of mats, make sure that when it's a mountain zone, you stay on a higher elevation. You don't want to be the guy on low ground. Okay. Right here, he's really gonna have to. He's being pressured to do an executive decision. He either goes for the heal off or a height. That's how you win the games. Whenever it's 9th zone, you have to think: do I go for heal off or do I go for height? He lets himself be sandwiched in between. He lets this guy be sandwiched in between height and him, so that he gets sprayed and not him. Right here, this is not a good position. MrSavage could have lost the game right here. You do not want to be here. He could have gone around. However, height could have sprayed him. He can take a little bit of storm damage because of these blockers, and that could just explode himself. He's a bot. I don't know what he's doing. All right, now that he has RPG, he knows he now has to go for a height. He doesn't have to, but it's so easy gettable. Drops him down. Right here. Right here. What would you do? Would you drop down and go for this 50-50? Possibly losing the game? Or would you go for height? He blocks it off and goes up. He makes sure to use every last mat so that he can't get touched. He knows that he wins heal off. He pops his flopper and wins the game. Perfectly played by MrSavage. Things we should know is that he was constantly looking for picks. As well, like constantly looking for picks. You have to be active in these endgames. You have to be very active and aggressive, as well as staying ahead. And in 9th zone, you have to figure out the win condition. All right, that's game 3. He has 35 builds. That's nothing. Throughout this rotate, he's gonna have to be aggressive. He's gotta find something. Blocking off everything. Perfect. Oh, he should have gone for that. Thankfully, he doesn't have to worry about Storm Surge because he's so far above. But he has to find a pick here. He doesn't psycho in anybody's box, though. If he doesn't know they're low, he doesn't psycho in. Right! Oh! Oh my god! That was perfect. An amazing shot from MrSavage. And look at that. 1,000 mats now, just from that kill. Just like that. Perfect shot from MrSavage. Alright, really good layering once again. This isn't something I can just talk over. His layering, like, it's not something you can just like learn instantly. This is years of competitive experience to get that layering. It's perfect. The way that he's just not encountering editor along the way. This is a scuffed uphill zone rotate. He's able to make it look almost flawless. Ooh, messed up a little bit. The peppers are scuffing him up. Okay, this is a really scary place to be. All these people around you. However, the pepper makes it a lot easier to travel through. Alright, he noticed zone pulls downhill. I also like, I don't even do this. He clears his path with the harpoon before he goes there. I like that. It's not 100% necessary. However, it does let you know if there's people back there and stuff. It clears the path so that he knows whether or not people are there. It's just like, it's smart. Okay, once again, actively looking for picks. He doesn't stop. Bro, this guy's a psychopath. Okay, he knows he has to drop here. Staying on a high layer like this when you don't have too much mats is not smart. Right here, applying pressure to the person below him. So fast! His edits are so fast! Alright, he has a little bit of storm playing. He knows he has to drop. Because he can't stay on a high layer with low mats. He just can't. 2 builds. He really has to go for something now. He's his last 2 builds to cover himself. This could be the end of the game right here. What does he do? What does he do? What does he do? How does he come out of this? 25 HP. Oh my god! MrSavage is a god. Huge refresh. Look at that. 36 builds. From 0 builds to 32. This is perfect. He goes along the left side. This is dead side of zone. Other people are trying to cycle him, but he holds it. Heals up. Still actively looking for picks. He does not stop. He looks at height, realizes there was no height. However, the guy took it. Alright. 3 builds. Height still pressuring him. 36 builds now. Does he drop? Oh my god. Amazing shot. Does he go for it? No, he does not. Oh, he does! He's too good! He could have harpooned that. I'm just gonna say that now. He could have harpooned that because he used a lot of white health. But still, that was so good. He dies soon, I think. Oh my god! MrSavage! He is so good! That was so good. So many times he should have died. So many times. The fact that he was able to constantly get those refreshes to keep him going is just amazing. MrSavage is so good. His aim and his decision making, it's perfect. That was so good. Let me go back. Like I said, actively looking for picks. He does not need this. Look at his loot. He does not need anything. He's max mats, really good heals, maybe a little bit more AR ammo, but that's it. But still, he's actively looking for stuff. Look at this. He hears all these shots. He wants to know where that's coming from. He hears these shots. He drops down. A little bit of luck, but mostly because he's there to put himself in those positions where he can get lucky. He sees this guy coming out, and with his perfect aim, gets the kill. And look at that loot. Right here, he pulls zone. Now he knows he can be a little more active. He knows that he can start looking for stuff. He knows that he's going to be getting zone, so... Well, actually, he's getting pressured by Floki here. Alright. Yeah, right here, he's just focusing on the rotate. He doesn't need a refresh, mind you. His loot is so good. He has 140 builds. He could care less. He has so many mats, he could full tarp for first zone. Obviously, that's not ideal, but he could. He drops down his old tarp. That's smart. Looking for where he can cut. I always say this, but low ground, first moving, isn't that smart. However, it is smart if you're low ground and ahead of zone. If you're low ground in the back of zone, you're basically dead. But if you're low ground and ahead of zone, you are in the perfect position. However, he knows that he's going to be low ground, so he goes up a few layers. A little bit of replay lag. Alright, let's see here. In a second, we're about to see MrSavage's perfect refresh looking. Alright, he's ahead of zone. And now he's going to start looking. He burnt about maybe 70 builds in that moving zone. Oh, okay. And just like that, a standard RPG height take. Oh, he doesn't try and keep it. Yeah, he doesn't try and keep it. He realizes that he doesn't really need that much. He just kind of went for, like, you know, a little play. The guy obviously wants it more than he does, so I don't know if he tries to keep it. He does have that RPG, though. But he doesn't drop. Okay, that's probably a smart idea. That's a smart decision. He goes back to his old tarp. That's pretty lucky. Sees this guy. Ooh, he doesn't see that guy. That could have been bad. Okay. He's healing up right now. Savage constantly looking around. He's in woods. That's really scary. He's like looking around, making sure he's very aware of his surroundings. Because with wood. Oh! Perfect. He saw this guy outside of his wall and just killed him with a perfect shot. Once again, that aim, that end game aim, is so important. Being able to hit those shots is what makes or breaks the game. Mind you guys, he wins this game. 27 builds. Another drop down. Oh, he misses. He misses again. Oh, it's unfortunate. That could have been a refresh for him. But yeah, like I said, that end game aim, missing those shots. So oh, okay. MrSavage is feeling himself right now. I don't know if you can tell, but MrSavage is feeling it right now. 32 damage. Let's go for it. Oh, hit the shot. There we go. There we go. Okay. Getting ahead of zone. Getting ahead of zone. You have to stay ahead of zone. If you're in the back of zone, if he's moving zones, you're gonna be screwed. Free kill. Free kill. He doesn't drop for it. If he does, he's probably gonna get killed. Goes in. Oh. Thank you. Nice. He looks back, finds a free refresh. It was only a siphon match, but still. The constant awareness that he has. He has all of this. Max AR. Alright. It goes back on his tar, so that's really good for him. Okay. Right here is win condition time. I don't think he's really ready for the win condition. Obviously, he could get height. I think that's what he's trying to think of. He doesn't win heal off. I don't think he does, because he doesn't have white heals. So he's looking for pick right now, seeing if he can maybe get some white heals or a little bit more master height. Because from this low ground position, you have to do a lot more clutching, or like this mid ground position, you have to do a lot more clutching to win the game. 32 damage, 32 damage, 100 damage. He gets the kill. Okay. He gets ahead of zone. Now he still has. Now he has pretty good mats. I don't know if he goes for it yet. He's second height right now. I'm pretty sure he knows that. He's gonna look for an RPG on height. I'm pretty sure. Ooh. Oh. 40 HP. Height's making a mistake on not pressing this more. Does he drop? He definitely doesn't win heal off now. What does he do here? 0 builds. Clears it out with the RPG. 120 pump in the face. Huge refresh. The guy in height makes a mistake. He drops. Never drop on whenever you're in height. Never drop when you're in height. Perfectly played. MrSavage is the GOAT. But I mean, still, he plays phenomenally. But like, he got a little lucky with the zone in this cash cow. Oh my god. Ooh! That's so huge. He's able to go for this really good refresh. Oh. Yeah. Notice how he tests to see. I'm pretty sure he pulled out the cone. You guys all know the trick where you pull out the cone. If it has a lock on it, that means that somebody's holding that cone. Or somebody has that cone. Yeah, he checked first. Okay. He's 100 below surge. But that doesn't really matter. Because he's going to be able to find the tag. Actually, no, he definitely needs something. He needs some tags. He doesn't need a kill. A kill would be nice, but he doesn't need a kill. He knows he needs surge. He sees this guy next to him. What does he do next? There we go. Okay, we didn't get to see what happened, but he got a tag. Still looking for tags. However, because this is actually a mistake on MrSavage's part. Because he was looking for tags, he's now in the back of zone. Look at how much scarier this is. You know how all these people behind you, all these people to your side that can shoot you? Whereas if you're just like in front, in a box, you'd be so much more chilling. So, actively look for kills, but only when you're ahead of zone. Alright. Let's keep watching. My goodness. Okay. Maybe God pumping, but that was some aim, chat. Alright. He gets ahead of zone here. Perfect layer change. Perfect layer change. Gets ahead of zone. Gets some mats. Make sure that he doesn't stay there for too long. Make sure he's always ahead of zone. That should be your #1 priority. Zone. Zone and rotating. #2 priority is refreshes. That's literally it. That's literally it. That's how you play solos. Zone / rotating. That's your #1 priority. And #2. Alright, he drops to low ground. Yes, he dropped to low ground. Whenever you're on low mats, you have to switch over. If you're on low mats and you're ahead of zone, imagine. You're in like a singular box out here and you're out of mats. Somebody starts spraying you. What are you going to do? You're dead. You can't hold your walls, you're dead. He noticed he had no mats. He stayed in the back of zone. I don't preach staying on the back of zone. However, when you're in the back of zone, it's a lot more chaotic. There's a lot more people in the back of zone. He knows that. So he stays in the back of zone so he can find an easy pick like this. Perfectly executed. Without a doubt, he just switches in between staying ahead of zone to staying behind the zone. He's still looking for refreshes now. He has 30 builds. He needs more mats. MrSavage is not happy with anything but mats. Oh, what a shot. Oh my gosh. And just like that. 66 mats. He's now in a position to win the game. And yet he's still looking. Okay, I don't know how that happened, but I'm assuming that he did something crazy here. That was really good. He needs to get ahead of something. Oh my god! MrSavage is crazy! He hits all these shots. Okay, now he's literally max mats. That was the end of this cash cup right there. That guy didn't miss. Okay. That could have been bad, but here you go. He gets ahead of zone. He has a lot of mats. He's able to get ahead of zone just like that. Pops his minis in big fields. He's got to do max mats and max heals. He makes sure to edit that cone so that if he sprays through the top, if the guy up there sprays through his top, that's another layer. Just those micro plays is really important. He's now second height. And 33 builds. That's a lot of builds. Doesn't sound like it, but this is final zone. 33 builds is a lot of builds. Okay, he just burned through a lot of it. Now he's down to 8 builds. Oh, if he hit that shot. Oh my god. Peaced. That was really, really good. Once again, actively looking for those heals. He was gonna heal, but then he realized there were people under his build, and so instead of waiting to pop the mini, he just opened up the edit and went for it. That's important. Alright, now's the time. 9th zone, you guys all know the drill. 9th zone, win condition. Is it heal off, or is it height? Right here, it doesn't look like this is going to go to heal off. So, he's going to height in a second. Oh, this guy jumps in. Oh, this could have been the end for him. This is smart. Just let him die zone. Oh my god. Alright, chat. A successful stream. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? First, IGL VOD view. That was pretty good. In my opinion, that was pretty good.